Good morning, students. Nowadays, we are studying the lesson, the 100 Research second part. And in our previous video, we had known that Peggy and Maddie went to Bogan Heights after the school was over. And they wanted to tell Venda that they were sorry for their behavior and they wanted to assure Venda that they would be nice to her in future also. And when they reached Bogan Heights, they saw Venda's poverty-stricken house, and the Petronsky family had already gone. Both the girls wanted to make change in their behavior by doing something, and they wanted to regret by doing something good. But they did not get Venda there, and they came back from there. Maddie failed to sleep that night, and she thought about Venda, her faded blue dress, and the house lived in. She kept on thinking about Venda. She took a decision, and what decision she took? She decided to speak up if someone bullies others in her presence. She resolved that she would never make anybody else that unhappy again. She decided. And now, what happened after that? We will study in the next para. So, move on the story next. Uh, on Saturday, Maddie spent the afternoon with Peggy. They were waiting a letter to Wenda Petronsky. It was just a friendly letter telling about the contest and telling Wenda she had won. On the Saturday, Maddie spent the whole afternoon with Peggy and they were waiting. They were writing. They were writing a letter to Wenda Petronsky because they did not get Venda, they did not meet Venda in Bogan Heights because Venda had already gone. So they decided to write a letter to Venda Petronsky. It was just a friendly letter telling about the contest, and they wanted to write a friendly letter. They wanted to sorry to her, and they wanted to tell about the contest, about the drawing contest, and they wanted to tell Venda that she had won the drawing contest, and they told her how pretty her drawings were. They wrote in that letter that how pretty her drawings were, and all were appreciating her paintings, and they asked her if she liked where she was living and if she liked her new teacher, and they wanted to know about her new living, about her new school, about her new teachers. Mm, and they had meant to say they were sorry. And the meaning of all these, or the writing letter, the objective of writing a letter is to say sorry for their behavior. But it ended up with their just writing a friendly letter, the kind they would have written to any good friends, and they signed it with a lot of access for love. And it was a friendly letter, and they write that letter just as anybody write the letter to his or her friend, and they signed at last with a lot of access. They made lot of access there to show their love towards Venda, and they mailed the letter to Bogan Heights writing please forward on the envelope, and they mailed that letter to the Bogan Heights. They wrote the address of Bogan Heights on that letter, and they wrote please forward on that letter because they knew that she was not in the Bogan Heights, and and they did not know the new address of Venda and the city address. So they wrote please forward to the post office, and if they did not get Venda in Boggenheit, so they will forward that letter to Venda. Days passed and there was no answer, but the letter did not come back. So maybe Venda had received it. Perhaps she was too hurt and angry. She was not going to answer. You could not blame her. And days passed and there was no answer. They did not get answer, but the letter did not come back. It means maybe Venda had received that. It is possibility. Perhaps she was too hurt and angry, and they thought that probably she was so hurt and she was so angry that she did not want to give answer to them, and they thought that you could not blame her because they did a lot wrong with her. Weeks went by and still Venda did not answer. Peggy had begun to forget the whole business, and Maddie put herself to sleep at night making speeches about Venda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her with how many dresses have you got? And before Venda could press her lips together in tight line, the way she did before answering, Maddie would cry out, "Stop!" Then anybody would feel ashamed the way she used to feel. And then weeks went by, and still Venda did not give answer to them, and Paddy had begun to forget the whole work, whole business, whole matter, because she did not care too much on that issue. But Maddie was a small emotional girl, and she put herself to sleep at night making speeches about Venda. She was making speeches in sleep about Venda. She was dreaming about Venda, and in dreams, she was defending her from the great crowds of girls. She thought that, and she thought in her dream, and she looked in dream. She was in dream that a great crowd of girls were gathering there, and they were trying to tease Venda, and they were asking the questions to Venda that how many dresses have you got? And before Venda could press her lips together in tight line, the way she did before answering, it was her style, and she did before that every time when they teased her. So at that time, Maddie would cry out. She was imagining Maddie was feeling that, and Maddie was imagining that. Maddie was watching the dream. Maddie was in dream, and she would cry in dream, and she would cry in her imagination that she will say stop. She wanted to stop them, and she cried out stop. And then everybody would feel ashamed the way she used to feel. Okay. And so Maddie was very upset, and she was thinking a lot about Venda in her daytime and in her night time also. Now it was Christmas time, and there was snow on the ground. Christmas bells and a small tree decorated the classroom. On the last day of school before the holidays, the teacher showed the class a letter she had received that morning. And then it was a Christmas time, and there was snow on the ground at the Christmas in December, and Christmas bells and small trees all were decorated, and their classroom was decorated. A Christmas bells and tree was brought in the classroom and decorated that in the classroom. On the last day of school before the holidays, before the summer winter vacation, it was the last day of school, and the teacher showed the class a letter. Their teacher, Miss Mason, showed a letter in their class, and Miss Mason had received that letter in that morning. Okay, and now the next para. So you remember Venda Petronsky, the gifted little artist who won the drawing contest? Well, she has written me, and I am glad to know where she lives because now I can send her medal. I want to read her letter to you. And the teacher, Miss Mason, got the letter from Venda, and she told the class that you remember, class, Venda Petronsky, the gifted little artist who won the drawing contest. Well, she has written me. She has written a letter to me, and I am glad, I am happy to know where she lives because she got a letter. So she got the address of new address of Venda Petronsky, and because she was very happy because then she can send her medal to her. A medal, the drawing contest medal, because she won the drawing contest. So the teacher could say send her medal to her. So she was very happy. She got the Venda's new address. I want to read her letter to you, the teacher said. The class sat up with a sudden interest and listened intently, and the whole class sat silently and with deep interest. They wanted to listen that lesson intently. Intently means very carefully, means with attention. They listened the letter with attention. Dear Miss, it was the letter. It is the letter. Now you can see here in different font. Dear Miss Mason, how are you? And room T13. Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones, all lined up in my closet. I'd like that girl Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress with a red trimming, and her friend Maddie to have the blue one. For Christmas, I miss that school and my new teacher does not equalize with you. And Merry Christmas to you and everybody. Yours truly, Venda Petronsky. So it is the letter, and Venda wrote this letter to Miss Mason, their teacher, and she wrote that, how are you, Miss Mason, dear Miss Mason, teacher, and how is the room number 13, all the girls there. Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses, she told. Venda Petronsky wrote that, please tell the girls. She wrote the letter to Miss Mason, not the letter to Peggy and Maddie. She did not give reply. She did not give answer to Maddie or Peggy's letter, but she wrote a letter to Miss Mason, class teacher, and she tell that please tell the girls that they can keep those 100 dresses because I have new one. I have new 100 new dresses, and all lined up in my closet. And it shows that she was deeply hurt by their behavior, and she wanted to give all those dresses to them. And I would like that girl Peggy, and she gave a green dress with red trimming to Peggy. She especially said to give that dress to Peggy because Peggy teased her too much, and she asked a question about her dresses, and she make fun of her, and she make many jokes on her. So she was deeply hurt. And she wanted that Peggy would have that green dress, and her friend Maddie to have the blue one. And for Christmas, I miss. She further wrote that for Christmas, I miss that school and my new teacher. She miss that school, the previous school, and she said that my new teacher does not equalize with you. And she said that you were so good, and she did not compare both the teachers, and she said that you were more better, you were better than my new teacher. and Merry Christmas to you and everybody. And she wrote this letter. Next, on the way home from school, Maddie and Peggy held their drawings very carefully. They had their drawings, Venda's drawings, which she gave them. All the houses had wreaths and holly in the mid windows. Outside the grocery store, hundreds of Christmas trees were stacked, and in the window, candy, peppermint sticks, and cornucopias of shiny, transparent paper were strung. And when they were going home back from the school, and from the next day, the winter vacation was there, and it was the time of Christmas, and their houses and the wreaths with holly in the windows, and they were all decorated. Their houses were decorated for the Christmas festival, and the grocery shop and the market, and there were hundreds of Christmas trees were there, and peppermint sticks, cornucopias, everything was there. Cornucopias are the decorative containers using full of flowers and fruits, that is cornucopias, and many things were there. The air smelled like Christmas, and lights shining everywhere reflected different colors on the snow. And the air smelled like Christmas. A new enthusiasm was there because the Christmas festival was there, and the light shining very beautifully, and everywhere reflected the light from the different colors on the snow, because snow was there. It was the time of December, so snow was there. Boy, said Peggy. Peggy said to the boys, she said, boy, this snow, she really likes us. And this shows, she said to a boy, and she said that this shows she really likes us. See, this shows means we have Venda Petronsky's dress, and she gave this dress to her. So she said that this shows that Venda really likes us. It shows she got our letter, and this is her way of saying that everything is all right. And it shows that she had got our letter, and it is her way, it is her style to say that everything is all right. And that's that, and that's all. I hope so, said Maddie sadly, but Maddie was very sad, and she said, I hope so. And she felt sad because she knew she would never see the little tight lipped Polish girl again, and couldn't ever really make things right between them. So she was very sad that she could not meet with Venda Petronsky again, and she could not see that tight lipped Polish girl again. And she wanted to meet her, she wanted to be her friend, but it was not possible then. So she was so sad. She went home, and she pinned her drawing over a torn place in the pink flowered wallpaper in the bedroom. And she went her home, and she took the drawing of Venda Petronsky. She had the blue one drawing. And she pinned her drawing over a torn place in the pink flowered wallpaper. And there were a wallpaper, pink flowered wallpaper, but at the some place it was torn. So she pin up her drawing in that place, the torn place of paper. So she pinned up her dress there to hide the torn paper. The shabby room came alive from the brilliancy of the color, and their room was very shabby, and because they were not too rich, and their shabby room came alive. The brilliancy of the color. Brilliancy means the shining of the colors of the drawing. Maddie sat down on her bed and looked at the drawing. She sat on the bed, and she continuously looking at the drawing. She had stood by and said nothing, but Venda had been nice to her anyway. And she thought about Venda, and she thought that Venda had been nice to her because she gave me so beautiful dress. She thought that. Tears blurred her eyes, and she gazed for a long time at the pictures. And the tears came out from her eyes, and she was looking a long time at the dress. Then hastily she rubbed her eyes and studied it intently. And then she quickly she rubbed her eyes and she studied the dress intently, very carefully. The color in the dress was so vivid. Colors of the dress were so vivid, means so clear. The colors were so vivid, means the clear, so clear that she had scarcely noticed the face and head of the drawing. And then she noticed that there was a doll on the dress, and the face and head of the drawing was there, and that was also painted there, but it looked like her, and that face was looking like Maddie. And Maddie, it really looked like her own mouth. She thought, she looked, she watched. Why, it really looked like her own self. Venda had really drawn this for her. So she understood that Venda had really drawn this dress for Maddie, and because she made the head and face of Maddie there. Excitedly, she ran over to the Peggy's, and she ran to the Peggy's house, and she cried loudly, Peg, let me see your picture. What's the matter? Asked Peggy. And she was very enthusiastic, and she went to the Peggy's house, and she said that, let me see your picture. Peggy asked in surprise that what is the matter. As they clattered up to her room where Venda's drawing was laying face down on her bed, Maddie carefully raised it. Maddie carefully raised that drawing, and she showed the Peggy, look, she drew you. That's you. And she pointed at the face of the drawing, and there was a doll and face of that. And she exclaimed that the head and face of this picture did look like Peggy. It means the Vanda had already knew that she would give that dress to Peggy. What did I say? Said Peggy. She must have really liked us anyway. And they reached at the conclusion that Vanda really liked them. Yes, she must have, agreed Maddie. And she blinked away the tears that came every time she thought of Vanda standing alone in that sunny spot in the schoolyard. And the tears always come from the Maddie's eyes, and she was thinking about the Vanda, and like the Vanda was standing alone in the sunny spot in the schoolyard, looking stolidly over at the group of laughing girls, looking stolidly. Stolidly means not showing any feelings. And after she had walked off, after she had said, "Sure, 100 of them all lined up." And so Maddie was thinking about Venda, and she was remembering Venda's memories in her mind, and she was very sad, and tears were coming out from Maddie's face, eyes. Okay, so it is the end of today's lesson, and there was three questions, 1 2 3, the oral comprehension check. You will do these questions, and now here you have the questions 4 5 6 here, or 1 2 3. You will look that if you had already write the same questions from your oral comprehension check, so you can leave it. But if you did not write these answer these questions, so you have to write answer of these questions. Okay, so okay, so it is the time of Hindi summary now. तो हमने इसमें पढ़ लिया था कि किस तरह से मैडी और पैगी दोनों बोगेन हाइट्स जाती है वेंडा से मिलने, लेकिन वेंडा वहाँ नहीं मिलती, वो अपने शहर में नए एड्रेस पर जा चुकी है। फिर वो वहाँ से वापस आ जाते हैं, और मैडी ने पूरी आफ्टरनून पैगी के साथ बिताई वहाँ, और उन्होंने एक लेटर लिखा वेंडा पेट्रोंस्की को, और ये एक बड़ा फ्रेंडली लेटर था। और वो उसमें ये लिख रहे थे कि उसने वेंडा ने ड्राइंग कॉन्टेस्ट जीत लिया है और वो सब उसको पसंद करते हैं और वो सॉरी बोलना चाहते हैं कि उन्होंने उनका जो बिहेवियर रहा है उसके प्रति, वो जो उसको चिढ़ाते थे उस सब के लिए सॉरी बोलना चाहते हैं और वो अब उसको फ्रेंड मानते हैं अपना। और उसके लिए वो लॉट्स ऑफ एक्सेस लिखते हैं लास्ट में अपना लव शो करने के लिए और उसको अपना दोस्त बनाना चाहते हैं दोबारा से। तो इस तरह से वो एक फ्रेंडली लेटर उसको लिखते हैं और वो बोगेन हाइट्स के एड्रेस पर उसको मेल कर देते हैं, उसको पोस्ट कर देते हैं और उसके ऊपर प्लीज़ फॉरवर्ड भी लिख देते हैं ताकि जो पोस्ट ऑफिस है पोस्टमैन है वो जब वहाँ वेंडा को नहीं पाएंगे उसके एड्रेस पर तो वो उसको फॉरवर्ड कर देंगे अगर उनको उसका नया एड्रेस पता होगा। और इस तरह से दिन बीतते गए लेकिन वेंडा का कोई आंसर नहीं आया और वो लेटर वापस भी नहीं आया। इसका मतलब वेंडा ने उसको रिसीव कर लिया है और वो समझते हैं कि शायद वो हमसे इतनी नाराज़ है, इतनी हर्ट है कि उसने आंसर देना भी उचित नहीं समझा। और वो उसको ब्लेम भी नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि वास्तव पहले उन्होंने उसको चिढ़ा रखा है, इतना उसको हर्ट किया हुआ है, इसलिए वो नहीं उनको लेटर लिख रही है। हफ्ते बीत जाते हैं, वेंडा का कोई लेटर वापस नहीं आता है। पैगी तो इस सारे मैटर को लगभग भूल ही गई है लेकिन मैडी नहीं भूली है। वो दिन रात उसी के बारे में सोचती है, यहाँ तक कि रात में वो इमेजिन करती है, सपना देखती है कि किस तरह से वेंडा लड़कियों से घिरी हुई है, वो सब उसको चिढ़ा रहे हैं और वेंडा चुप खड़ी है। और फिर मैडी इमेजिन करती है कि वो सबके सामने ज़ोर से चिल्ला रही है स्टॉप और सबको रोकती है और सारी लड़कियां फिर लज्जित हो जाती हैं और अपनी गलती को मानती हैं। तो इस तरह से मैडी इमेजिन करती है, हालांकि ये काम वो पहले नहीं किया था उसने, लेकिन अब वो इमेजिन करती है कि शायद अब वो ऐसा करे, अब वो रोक सके किसी को। और इस तरह से फिर क्रिसमस आ जाता है। क्रिसमस के समय सर्दियाँ होती हैं, बर्फ़ पड़ी हुई है पूरे ग्राउंड में। क्रिसमस की बेल और स्मॉल ट्रीज़ क्लासरूम में डेकोरेट किया जाता है और ये लास्ट डे है स्कूल का विंटर वैकेशन से पहले का। और टीचर क्लास में आकर के उनको एक लेटर दिखाती है कि देखो आज मेरे पास एक लेटर है। और वो कहती है उनसे कि तुम्हें याद है ना वेंडा पेट्रोन्स की, वो गिफ्टेड लिटिल गर्ल, लिटिल आर्टिस्ट जिसने ड्राइंग कॉन्टेस्ट जीता था और उसने मुझे लेटर लिखा है और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ क्योंकि मैं उसका नया एड्रेस जान गई हूँ और अब मैं उसका मेडल उसको वहाँ उस एड्रेस पर भेज सकती हूँ। और फिर वो लेटर लिख पढ़ती है सब स्टूडेंट्स के सामने और स्टूडेंट्स बड़े इंटरेस्ट के साथ और बड़ी इंटेंटली होकर के और वो सारा लेसन सुनते हैं, उसको लेटर को सुनते हैं। वो लेटर यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है। लेटर में लिखती है वेंडा, डियर मिस मैसन। वो क्लास टीचर के लिए लेटर लिखती है। उसने पैगी और मैडी के लेटर का आंसर नहीं दिया, पैगी मैडी को लेटर नहीं लिखा है, उसने अपनी पहले की क्लास टीचर को लेटर लिखा है, मिस मैसन को। वो कहती है मिस मैसन आप कैसी हैं, रूम नंबर 13 कैसा है, मतलब उनकी वो सारी फ्रेंड्स कैसी है। और वो ये कहती है कि मिस मैसन को कि आप उन सारी लड़कियों को कह देना कि वो सारी ड्रेसेस रख लें क्योंकि मेरे पास 100 ड्रेसेस और हो गई हैं और अब भी मेरे पास 100 ड्रेसेस हैं और वो सारी लाइंड अप इन लाइक माई क्लोजेट, मेरी क्लोजेट में सब रखी हुई हैं। और ये एक तरह से सटायरिकल लैंग्वेज है और वो ये दिखाती है ये लाइनें कि वो कितनी हर्ट है, डीपली हर्ट है अंदर तक कि जब उसको वो चिढ़ाया करते थे। और वो ये भी कहती है कि वो जो ग्रीन वाली ड्रेस है जिसमें रेड ट्रिमिंग लगी हुई है, झालर लगी हुई है नीचे से, वो पैगी को दे देना और उसकी जो दोस्त है मैडी उसको ब्लू वन ड्रेस दे देना। और इस तरह से क्रिसमस पर वो कहती है कि मैं उस स्कूल को मिस करती हूँ और मेरी जो नई टीचर है वो आप जैसी नहीं है और क्योंकि मिस मैसन बहुत अच्छी टीचर थी। और वो फिर मैरी क्रिसमस कहती है सबके लिए और इस तरह से उसका लेटर ख़त्म हो जाता, पूरा फिनिश हो जाता। और उसके बाद जब वो घर आ रहे होते हैं तो पैगी और मैडी ने वो ड्राइंग्स हाथ में ले रखी हैं जो उनको मिली हैं। और इस तरह से जब वो आते हैं तो पूरा शहर सजा हुआ है, उनके घर सजे हुए हैं, सब जगह मालाएं लगी हैं और क्रिसमस ट्रीज़ लगे हैं और बहुत सारी सजावटी चीज़ें लगी हैं। टोकरियां हैं जिनमें फूल भरे हुए हैं और फल भी रखे हुए हैं। मतलब पूरा जो एयर है, पूरी जो वातावरण है, पूरा इन्वायरमेंट है वो एक उत्सव जैसा है, क्रिसमस की स्मेल है सब जगह। लाइटिंग हो रखी है, सब जगह लाइट है, और वो लाइट जो बर्फ़ पड़ी हुई है उसमें जब रिफ्लेक्ट होके आ रही है तो उसमें डिफरेंट कलर्स दिखाई दे रहे हैं। मतलब एक फेस्टिवल का बहुत ही अच्छा सीन है। पैगी एक लड़के को कहती है कि बॉय ये देखो, ये दिखाता है जो हमको उसने ये ड्रेस दी है, ये दिखाता है कि हमारा लेटर उसको मिल गया है और अब सब कुछ ठीक हो गया है। अब उसके दिल में हमारे प्रति कोई गलत कुछ नहीं है और अब सब ठीक है। मैडी कहती है हाँ मुझे भी ऐसी उम्मीद है, काश ऐसा हो। लेकिन वो दुखी है अभी भी, क्योंकि वो नहीं मिल पाई उस पॉलिश गर्ल से दोबारा। वो उससे मिलना चाहती थी, उसको अपना दोस्त बनाना चाहती थी और उससे मिल करके अपने बीच की सारी गलतफहमियां दूर करना चाहती थी, लेकिन अब वो उससे मिल नहीं सकती, इसलिए वो दुखी है। और फिर वो मैडी घर जाती है और अपनी जो ड्रेस है उसको पिन अप कर देती है। एक पिंक फ्लावर्ड वॉलपेपर है उनके घर में, बेडरूम में, और वो किनारे से फटा हुआ भी है एक जगह से। तो उस फटे हुए स्थान को छिपाने के लिए उसके ऊपर वो पिन अप कर देती है वो ड्रेस की पेंटिंग। और रूम तो सैबी है उनका, क्योंकि वो इतने अमीर नहीं हैं, गरीब हैं। लेकिन उस जो पेंटिंग है उसके कलर की ब्रिलियंसी जो है, शाइनिंग जो है, उसने कमरे को भी चमका दिया है। और मैडी बैठी रहती है बेड पर और वो ड्राइंग को देखती रहती है। और फिर वो एक नई चीज़ नोटिस करती है। और नोटिस क्या करती है उसकी, जब वो काफ़ी देर तक, लंबे समय तक उसको देख रही थी, उसकी आंखों में आंसू आ जाते हैं, उनको आंखों आंसू पोंछती है वो। उसके कलर जो है इतने बेहतरीन है, इतने क्लियर है कि उसने अभी तक नोटिस नहीं किया था एक नई चीज़ को, लेकिन अब वो उसने नोटिस किया है। क्या नोटिस किया है? उसको उस पर फेस दिखाई देता है जो कि मैडी का ही फेस है, जो कि फेस जो है बिल्कुल मैडी के जैसा दिखाई देता है। उसका हेड है, उसका फेस है, एक डॉल उसने पेंट की हुई है उसके अंदर। और वो ये देखती है कि अरे ये तो मैं ही हूँ। और ये सोच करके वो भाग के पैगी के घर जाती है और पैगी को कहती है मुझे अपनी पेंटिंग दिखाओ जल्दी से। पैगी सरप्राइज है कि क्या मामला है। वो पैगी के रूम में जाते हैं, वहाँ उसकी पेंटिंग उठाती है वो और दिखाती है उसको कि देखो, इसने तुम्हारा भी चेहरा बनाया हुआ है इसमें, तुम्हारा हेड, तुम्हारी पिक्चर, तुम्हारा चेहरा भी बनाया हुआ है इसमें, और मेरी ड्रेस में भी मेरा चेहरा उसने बनाया हुआ है। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि वो जब उसने ड्रेस बनाई थी, जब उसने वो पेंटिंग बनाई थी, वो तभी से उस पेंटिंग को पैगी को और दूसरी पेंटिंग को मैडी को देना चाहती थी। इसीलिए उसने उनकी पिक्चर्स उसमें बनाई थी। और वो, इसका मतलब उसको पसंद करती है, मतलब वेंडा भी पैगी और मैडी को अपना दोस्त समझती है, ऐसा उनको समझ में आता है। मैडी भी इस बात से एग्री हो जाती है कि हाँ बिल्कुल ठीक है। उनकी उसकी आंखों में आंसू आ जाते हैं और उसको वही सीन याद आता है कि वेंडा धूप में खड़ी है, सारी लड़कियों ने उसे घेरा हुआ है और वो उसको चिढ़ा रहे हैं, और वो सब कह रही है कि हाँ मेरे पास 100 ड्रेसेज हैं, सब लाइंड अप हैं। तो इस तरह से ये लेसन यहाँ पर पूरा होता है। और ये नीचे 3 क्वेश्चंस हैं, इनको आपने करना है। इसके बाद जो ये थिंकिंग अबाउट द टेक्स्ट के क्वेश्चंस हैं, इनको आप देख लीजिएगा, क्योंकि हमने लेसन के बीच बीच में से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस किए हैं। अगर कोई क्वेश्चन रिपीट हो रहा है तो फिर आप उसको ना करें, उसको छोड़ दें। और अगर रिपीट नहीं हो रहा है, एक न्यू क्वेश्चन आपको यहाँ से अगर मिल रहा है, तो आप इन क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स को लिखेंगे। ओके, सो 1 to 6 ये क्वेश्चंस हैं और बाकी 3 क्वेश्चंस ऊपर के हैं। इतना ज़रूर आप देख लें कि कोई क्वेश्चन रिपीट ना हो। ओके।